Hello everyone, welcome. It's really good having you here today. I'm doing a lather test of a few of my most recent soaps. Thought I'd bring you along. I like to test, and I'm sure you all that are soap makers do the same thing. I like to test every soap that I make, even though the formulas of them are very similar. Excuse me. And I know the attributes of those soaps. It really helps me when I have a customer ask me a question to actually have an experience with that particular bar. And we're going to be testing three. We're going to be doing the Sandalwood, which this is the Sandalwood and Benzoin. Really love the way these came out. They smell delicious. Now, rather than mess up one of these great big wonderful bars, I had some overpour from this batch, which I poured into some hearts. So I'll be using that to do the actual lather test. And the same with my forest moss donkey milk that I made. This was the one that I had made a custom order for someone, and then they backed out of that. So these will be going into my shop. And it's exactly the same. These were these very large bars, and I had a little bit of overpour, poured it into a heart so I don't have to mess up one of the larger bars. And finally, I'll be testing one of my bars of the pine tar, and the only reason I'm using this one is because it had a few dents on it and some imperfections, and although all my soaps I think have imperfections, which makes them more perfect in my eyes. But nonetheless, I always keep one of these for myself out of every batch, and so that'll be this one. So let's get to testing. Let's start with the Sandalwood and Benzoin. And wow, it smells so good. It really does have a beautiful earthy scent to it. All right. Okay, feels really good. It's a good, of course, it's a nice hard bar. And to me, the advantage of a hard bar soap is that it lasts longer. Now, this does have activated charcoal in it along with the other colorants, so we get a little bit of a tinted suds there. But a very creamy, nice cleansing suds, non-drying. That donkey milk, of course, makes it very creamy. Yeah, that one's a very nice one. Smells terrific. I really love the scent of sandalwood. All right. Now this one is the donkey and forest moss. It is unscented, so I'm afraid we're not going to get any fragrance from it. Oop, if I can hold on to it. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. And as I said, a lot of these recipes are very similar. You know, some have goat milk, some have donkey milks, but most of the oils are the same in these. Now, I believe that this one, without going back and looking at it right now, I think this one has a little bit more coconut oil than the other batch. This was the custom one, and she had made some specific requests on how she wanted it made. So this one we're getting a lot more bubble from, but it's just a lovely glide. I love the way that that moss gives it sort of this silky slip. That feels really, really nice. And of course, that's good old Texas forest moss mixed with our own donkey milk, and that is just terrific. I'm very pleased with that. Okay, let me rinse off here. If you see these little scratches on my hands, arms, like that, it's from the kitten, Tammy. She's very playful. I have trimmed her nails now because she plays a little rough. But that's where that's from. It's from that sweet little kitty. Alright, so this is the pine tar. Water here. That pine tar fragrance comes right through. You know, that's what I like about pine tar soap. You don't have to add any essential oils or fragrances to it. It has its very own smell. That sort of, I don't know what it reminds me of. I mean, yes, of course, there's the pine, but it also carries sort of that sharp, medicinal undercurrent, which I think tells you that it's somehow doing something magical and wonderful for us. And I like that very much about pine tar. And I think that's why it's such a popular soap as well. And I will get these all in the shop and put the links to them here in the video. Now, something else I wanted to share with you all is my tabletop. Well, it's actually not a tabletop. It is from a company, I'll put the link to them on the screen. They make these photographic backgrounds, and I'm just really pleased with this. This is one that I got to do some photography for some of my bars of soap and some other products. And it's got two sides. I won't turn it over now because it has everything on top of it. But I just thought it had a little bit warmer texture than the stainless steel table. And I do have my own farm table that I used to use to do all my soaping. And the only reason I stopped using that was because it was getting so stained up and I was having to sand it often and wax it and take care of it. And this I can just wipe clean. So I will put more information about that on the screen. So if you're interested in picking something up like this for yourself, I'll show you where you can pick them up. They're just really nice. It's just resists stains and moisture, and it's something I'm very happy with. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this, everyone. Again, these will be in the shop. I have another soap video coming, well, immediately following this video. So if you haven't subscribed, I hope that you will. And like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you back soon. Goodbye.